From Heavens on the Go, Tuesday, April 21st, 2026. Topic: Reversing Sickness. Memory verse: Malachi 4, verse 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Bible reading: Acts 9:32 to 34. And it came to pass, as Peter passed throughout all quarters, he came down also to the saints which dwelt at Lydda. And there he found a certain man named Aeneas, which had kept his bed 8 years, and was sick of the palsy. And Peter said unto him, Aeneas, Jesus Christ maketh thee whole. Arise, and make thy bed. And he arose immediately. The message: There was once a young boy whose idol worshipping parents took to an Ifa priest, a traditional spiritualist, when he was born. Their intention was to find out what would become of him in the future. When they got to the priest, he looked at the baby and said, You had better take this boy to Jesus Christ. On hearing that, his parents got upset and said, What kind of nonsense is this? How can an Ifa priest recommend Jesus? Something must be wrong with you. As they took the boy away from the place, he suddenly fell sick and subsequently suffered poor health all through his childhood. His parents took him everywhere in search of a solution, but the boy kept falling sick. One day, someone told the boy's parents to bring him to one of our programs. They brought him to the program, covered in all kinds of charms. As I was preaching, I suddenly noticed a little stir in the congregation. After the service, I inquired about what caused the commotion earlier, and I was told that during the service, the boy's mother removed his shirt and hung it on a chair because the sun was scorching hot and the heat became unbearable for him. Shortly after, a snake came out of the boy's shirt while I was ministering. The power of God came down heavily and dealt with every evil force that was working against the boy. The snake was killed, and the boy received total deliverance from sickness. I pray that God will uproot anything He has not planted in your body in Jesus' name. Today's Bible reading tells us about a man, Aeneas, who was bedridden for 8 years. He must have had different types of bed sores for those 8 years, since he couldn't move by himself and must have been at the mercy of everyone around him until Peter visited his hometown later. On seeing him, Peter commanded him to arise and make his bed. Imagine someone who couldn't move from his bed by himself for 8 years suddenly rising up to make his bed and move around. Beloved, God can make long-lasting illnesses disappear in the twinkling of an eye. Therefore, if you are sick or have a loved one who is sick, call on Him today and He will reverse that sickness and turn it into good health. I pray that God's power will destroy early illness that might exist in your body and give you divine health in Jesus' name. Prayer point: Father, please reverse any incurable sickness that exists in my life or those of my loved ones in Jesus' name. Father, Please reverse any incurable sickness that exists in my life or those of my loved ones in Jesus' name. Bible reading in 1 year, 2 Kings 9 to 10. Hymn for today. The great physician now is near. The Open Heavens is written by Pastor E. A. Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. God bless you.